Halloween. Welcome into Birds Huddle, powered by PointsBet, a Fanatics experience. Alongside Barrett Brooks, I'm Taryn Hatcher, and we, or I should say at least one half of us, are dressed like the team with the best record in the NFL. Impeccable, because Barrett Brooks, it's under the table hidden, but he's got shoes that match this shirt that are the most outstanding.
I got to give them what they come to see. Hold on.
Well, and look at the flexibility from Barrett Brooks.
Give them what they come to see.
I mean, I wish I knew. I would have also dressed like Technicolor coat over here. All right, enough about shoes and Barrett's wonderful wardrobe. Let's move right along. Let's kick things off with our three-point stance. Stance numero uno. Barrett, the Birds, they put together their league best record. They put it on the line on Sunday at home against the Cowboys, and you believe Dallas is the toughest test the Eagles will face thus far this season, and probably this matchup wound up being an indicator for the NFC East to come as well.
Well, you know, when you look at it, it's more than just the toughest. Look, this might be the toughest they have this year. You see what's going on with the 49ers at this point. They've lost 3 in a row. So be it, you know, that they're not in a position right now. They say they're the best. So I'm saying Dallas will probably be the most, they're the most centered around beating us, you know, at this point, because they're built to try to beat us. You know, who they draft, they went and drafted Mesa from Michigan, and, you know, just to stop our run, you know, little things like that. Their tight end, they went and drafted him because they knew the middle of our defense is not going to be as productive. Well, they didn't think it was going to be as productive, you know. So I understand why people are saying that, because Dallas is definitely a good team. Their quarterback's a good team. In fact, what? Has Dak ever lost to his Eagles team? I don't think so at this point. So he's in a position now, I think he lost one time. Yeah, he's in a position where they have the team that beat us. They're a very talented team. I'm looking at their offense. They got Gallup, CeeDee Lamb, Wilson, not Wilson, but Brandon Cook. They have a quality offense. They can run the ball. That offensive line has gotten a lot better. They put, you know, guys in positions to be very successful on the offensive side of the ball. So, yes, they are trying to beat us. They drafted to beat us. They brought in free agents to beat us. Stephon Gilmore on the defensive side of the ball. You know, you look at DeMarcus Lawrence. He wants to beat us. That entire team is in a position where they envy us, like a Michael Parsons envies our team and understands and has a lot of respect for our team. And they're going to want to come in and beat us, and it's a division opponent. And, you know, division opponents always give us a hard time. They always give us a hard time. You saw what happened with the Washington Commanders. They play as well. When you play a team twice a year, you know each other very, very well. You know the coaching staff. You know what guys like to do. You know what moves they like to do to beat you. And this is why it's so hard to beat divisional opponents. And plus the rivalry, even though they say it's not a rivalry, but it is a rivalry with the Eagles against the Dallas Cowboys. They try to say, oh, the Giants are their rivalry. Come on,
but
now.
You know what's the biggest indicator that that's a load of bull is Jerry Jones talking about wanting Jalen Hurts in the offseason, or if he was alluding to it or whatever. And you'd argue in that situation as well. That means he's looking at this Eagles team, or at least the quarterback who is leading this Eagles team, as the standard with which he would like to model his team as well, in some vein. So they can say they're not looking at us, but
we are the cream of the crop.
Is.
We're the cream of the crop right now, and especially in the division, even in the NFC, you know, as a whole. We are the team to beat. We have the best record in the NFL. They're going to be gunning to beat us. We're going to get their Super Bowl. We are their Super Bowl right now. They beat us. It boosts them right back up in the standings. They'll be tied with the division with us if they beat us. So they're coming, and they're going to come, you know, ready to hunt too.
Yeah, it is their Super Bowl, because it's been a hot minute for them since the last real one. Let's move right along to stance number 2, though, Barrett. The NFL trade deadline, it passed a few hours ago. In the days leading up to today's deadline, the team, they added wide receiver Julio Jones, safety Kevin Byard. But you think they should have added more? You think Howie should have tinkered and tampered any more?
You know what? Maybe in the defensive side of the ball, when you go and get another linebacker or something of that nature, because when you look at it, we have some players that can play. You know, I like the way our linebackers are playing at this point, but Nakobe Dean struggled a little bit this last game. He just needs to get more reps, and he'll become a better player as he gets more reps. Morrow has played, you know, pretty good also. But I mean, if we're not got a stud like we got a stud safety, it has just made us even better. You know, you see teams what they're trying to do right now. They're trying to win and beat the Eagles. They're trying to bring in a player that could beat the Eagles. Look at the 49ers. The 49ers went out and got Chase Young. Chase Young solidifies their defense because now they have pass rushers. Now you just can't slide the line or just send a chipper to block Bosa. Now you got two guys out there. They're trying to beat us. They brought in Chase Young. They traded for Chase Young for a third-round pick. How we should have got him, but yeah, for a third-round pick. And now they have one of the best defensive players who gives, you know, our guys a hard time when he does play against us. So, you know, they're trying to, you know, put themselves in a position to be better than us. I don't know. The 49ers are tough now that they got Chase Young. So, yes, at this point, we should have went out and got something like that, or even a backup tackle. Our backup right tackle at this point, I don't think is very good and very efficient at being a backup. I mean, it's tough. You know, Lane is built to last, but if he does go out of game, it's really hard pressed for this offense to run the same way it run with the backups that we have. You know, you want to have a guy that can go out there and play every snap and you don't miss a beat. But when Lane is gone, the whole offense falls to the wayside.
I do start to wonder if other GMs around the league see Howie calling, and they're like, if he's calling about a player, I absolutely cannot give them up.
Hang the phone
Clearly,
up.
I'm missing something that Howie Roseman wants him, and I'm going to hit decline on that call. That's what makes me think that maybe there are certain people like Chase Young where they're just if they're calling me about Chase, decline. All right, moving on to and we will have more trade deadline coverage throughout the show, guys. Moving on to stance number 3, the Eagles' defensive line. If we're being honest, they got virtually no pressure on Commanders QB Sam Howell. He threw for 397 yards, 4 touchdowns. And today, defensive coordinator Sean Desai, he was asked about defending quick passes better. Here's what he had to say.
There was a lot of factors in it, and it starts with me. I got to prepare our guys better and put our guys in better positions to make some plays on those things. And then when I do that and keep shifting the calls and moving them around, putting our guys in good spots so they can challenge those at the point of attack. And credit to them. They did a good job of getting that ball out fast on us.
All right, Barrett, so the question is, how do you combat this better? Do you blitz? Is there some other answer here? What do you think?
I think you need to kind of unleash your cornerbacks. You know, I think Darius Slay can play tighter coverage, you know, and I think Bradbury can play tighter coverage. You got elite level guys out there who can't really open up how elite they are if you're playing so far back. So, I mean, I think you just have to call a more aggressive game on the outside with our cornerbacks. Slay can go man-to-man with anybody in the country. You know, Bradbury can do the same thing. If you got to put those guys tighter up on the wide receiver, you put them tighter on the wide receiver, you take that first read away. I mean, at this point, the first read is always there because we play our guys too far back. And when you play them too far back, it gives that quarterback the time to just, all right, come out of stance and throw the ball. 1, 2, 3. The ball's out their hands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, a quick 5, the ball's out their hands. Take away that first read. Make them pull it down. Allow that defensive line to go out there and work then because it's getting out of his hands too fast and making the defensive line not have a chance to go out there and make a play or a sack.
Oh, my gosh. It'd be so nice if they'd overcorrect that against Dak. Oh, that would be fun. All right, we've got lots more on the way. Here is the playbook for today. Jalen Hurts, he played through a bruised knee on Sunday. How much of a factor will that be for this coming Sunday and beyond? We will examine the big moves made before today's NFL trade deadline. Come one, come all. The Commanders are having a fire sale, folks. And Sunday's game at the Link, is it just another game? Last guy who's played his fair share of Eagles Cowboys contests. Jason Avant joins us when we return.
Birds Huddle is powered by PointsBet, now a Fanatics experience. Check the app every day from 6 to 9 p.m. for PointsBet's Power Hour to claim your exclusive offer. PointsBet, now a Fanatics experience.